Hello and welcome back to another episode here on Riverbend Springs. So we have a lot to do today and it is only March. So we've already moved the planks there out of the way of the sawmill to allow it to process more because it was almost full. We've got to take the lettuce to the farmer's market, but the trailer's full of lettuce just now, so we need to go and do that first, then come back to take that planks. They're going to the playground maker hall. We need to move this fabric pallets to the tailor shop right beside us here, which we'll do that now. And then the wool to the left hand side of us just there needs to go into that spinnery production in front of us. I'm trying to read my notes because I've written everything out as to what needs to be done and try and drive this as well. There we go. Right, so 2,000 litres of fabric in here. Whatever the point is, there we go. Try and not hit the building when I do that. Right, we'll put the wool into the spinnery here. Then we've got to go and give grass bales to our sheep in the sheep barn. Then we've got to put hay to the Angus cows. We've got to weed field 20, which is half of the big cotton field. Once we've done that, we need to fertilise that field as well and all the barley fields, because it won't be long until they're ready. In fact, I can maybe try and get both of these pallets at the same time, could I? Would that work? That does. Perfect. And then after that, we need to plant peas into that newer fields. It's been a while since I've actually recorded the last episode, so I can't remember when we actually purchased them. But we've got fields 29, 30 and 31 peas need to go into. And finally, today, long grain rice into fields 8 and 10, which was the rice paddy fields we've had for I think quite a while now, or at least one harvest, I know that. Right, that should, I think, be enough. Yeah, there we go. Right, that's enough there. What do we need this for? We'll take this up to the top side. And clothes that are in there just now, they need to be sold. Is it May? I believe it's in May. Right, we're going to go up and there should be the tractor up the top here. I think the McCormick's hooked up to the trailer already. We're going to take the lettuce to the farmer's market. If there's enough for a second load, we'll do that. If not, we're going to go and load up all that planks to the maker hall, which is our next task, because that is slowly running out. We're not quite there yet. There's still got, I think, about 1,000 or so litres in there. So there's enough to keep it going. Right, that's loaded up with one load ready. We're going to go and take that just now. All strapped up ready. There is more sitting there. Let's just have a quick check and we'll see how much there is sitting to be moved. Where are we? Productions. Greenhouse. Yeah, there could well be another load there. So we'll get both loads, everything cleared out the greenhouse just now. And then, as I said earlier, we need to weed that half of the cotton field, weed field 20. Fertilise it. It does say it needs rolling. Once it catches up and loads. Let's have a look here. Yeah, so we need, both applications. Right, okay. How far through are they? They're not too far along, that's fine. Yeah, we need to fertilise the barley fields as well. I'm not going to fertilise field 30 yet. We're going to put peas into there first, then we're going to fertilise it after. And then that means we don't need to worry about that fields. The barley fields are ready. We just need one coat onto field 20 with the cotton. And fields 10 and 8. I forgot we had field 84 as well. That's a grass field. Oh no. So 22, 13, 12 and 84, which is all grass fields, isn't it? Yeah. They're all ready to harvest today, so we need to go and make some more hay. Although, in saying that, yeah, we do have 1.8 million litres of hay, so we have plenty. We don't have any silage. We have plenty of straw. Straw's only for the Angus cows for bedding to make manure. We could potentially bale up some of that grass and make silage. I think we should. Because then we can feed TMR to the Angus cows, because I did notice, here we are, their health's 100%. The productivity is only 80%, and I can only assume that's down to feeding them A, which gives them 80%. So I think we'll let them finish off that hay. In fact, we could probably bale up everything as silage today because we have 1.8 million litres of hay. And we need to start stocking up silage to try and give them the full ration. Right, I think that's going to be a good one to do. Right, let's get going. We're going to head over to the farmer's market with this, come back, grab another load, get it sold, and then crack on with what looks like a really busy day today. So let's get going with this. We'll do a little bit of a time lapse getting everything done, and we'll see you later on today. Well, we've almost finished up for today. A weird thing happened, I just missed recording it, but it said sold products $150,000. I was a bit confused. I thought there was maybe a glitch of some sort, but the only thing I could think of is I checked everything. We haven't sold anything recently that's glitched to sell now. Obviously we sold the lettuce. That was $72,376 for the first lot and $72,353 for the next lot. But that's not $150,000 on the nose. So I was looking through our productions. Everything's set to storing. Apart from this playground maker hall, which doesn't store anything, and there's no other options. You can't start it, you can't stop it, you can't do anything with it. And we've kept feeding it planks and long planks when it needs it. That's the only thing I could think that's sold. So for each toy tractor, we get $150,000, which is insane. But that's the only thing I could think of that's sold because we've not done anything else. On here, it doesn't show up anything there either. And even on here, there's nothing that amounts to exactly $150,000. So that's an unexpected boost, that's for sure. But we did do a little bit of work here. We set off workers doing the fertilizing on the fields and putting in the peas into fields 29, 30 and 31. We've got to wait till tomorrow for long grain rice, but the tractor is sitting in field 10 there. You can see it on the mini map. But we spent $9,000 on this new shed. Obviously, because we're a way to start doing TMR to our Angus cows here, we need silage, and obviously it's just grass bales just now. They're not silage yet. We're gonna have to wait a month or two just now, and we need to move the wool because that is filling up very fast. But yes, we have a new shed here. This is just for storing some hay, some silage, and some straw as well, just so that we can keep the mixer here, because this is the only place we need the TMR mixer. And also we need to go and purchase one. However, because we just managed to get, oh, what's in the sale? Nothing we need, a bale loader. That would be quicker. But yeah, nothing we need right now. We could get a silage pit and get that, but I think doing the bales is just a bit easier. Oh, consumables. So we spent $2,520 in 2 bags of seeds, $5,760 in 3 bags of fertilizer, and we also picked up, if I can find where it is here, bale wrappers. So we bought one of these brand new because we didn't have one. I think we rented it last time we needed it. And obviously it's safe putting a silage pit in and buying a pickup wagon. We spent $63,000 in total on this. So that is where that money went as well. What we're going to look for, we need a TMR mixer, which is here. So we could get something fancy like this, but I do want to save money. There was a reason I was saving money. I know that from a couple episodes ago, but because it's been, I would say maybe 2 months since we recorded the last episode, I can't remember why we were saving money. I presume it was for fields. We've got a decent chunk of equipment. I don't think we need anything else. We bought a planter not long ago, the Kinsey Blue Drive. So I think we could go and get this big one here. It would just save a lot of time getting the 45,000 litre mix. Or is that only a 25, 26? Yeah, and you have to drive them up to all of them individually. And we also are going to use this shed for storing this icon here, which is the mineral feed. So we do need to purchase that, but not yet because we're not ready to make it. But since we got the extra 150,000, let's go and buy this. So that is a huge mixer, 45,000 litres per time or per mix. So we've used this before in the Ohio Richland series as well, a cracking mixer, and for the amount of Angus cows we've got just now, I think it's perfect. I think we're maybe going to get more Angus cows. We're not going to buy them. Let's just buy this quickly. So that's $90,000. So that's some of the money gone we just got. Angus cows, let's have a look here. So we have 83. Something tells me there's more fits in there, so we're going to get another 80 from these guys, probably another few months yet. What are we looking at? So older than 18 months can reproduce, but it doesn't say, no, it doesn't say how long it takes for reproduction. Oh, these guys have gone down to 40% productivity. What's going on there? Oh, okay, yeah. So we need to feed them hay because we don't have silage yet to make our TMR ration. So we need to go and drop off hay to these guys. So we're going to get this unloaded first, drop it off in the shed, go back, get a few more bales of hay. I think we'll probably take around 10 or 15. We should have quite a lot in storage. It doesn't say the exact amount we've got. Where's hay? 1.8 million litres. Yeah, it doesn't tell me the amount of bales we've got. So yeah, we're going to get this dropped off in here, take some hay bales around. We're going to take a maximum trailer load, drop off in here and fill the pen up because it could take 2 to 3 months for this to ferment to silage. And then we need to take a few more straw bales around as well. And then jump into tomorrow where we're going to do that field just there. You'll maybe see the tractor. It's sitting, just see it through the trees on the left hand side of the screen there. We've got the fence sitting there with the seeder. It is ready to go. I'm going to go up and turn. In fact, there isn't really an easy way to do this. I think if I turn and kind of nose into the shed, I can unload it from there easier with a telehandler. And saying that, I'm going to have to buy, I don't know if we've got one for the telehandler actually. Oh, I'm going to mess this turn up. No, I think I'm just going to make it. This is an awkward bit to turn around. I need to make a turning bit there, a bit wider. But yeah, we need to get some sort of grab for the bales so that we don't spike through it and ruin the wrap. But yeah, if I nosedive into this last bit here, there we go, that's sort of half decent there. Right, we're going to get this unloaded, put into the shed, grab some hay, feed the Angus cows hay, jump into tomorrow where we'll get seeding with or drilling in the long grain rice. So let's get going with that. Well, it's not the best of mornings here. It is chucking down with rain. But we're going to take a few loads of stones down to the cement factory. We're going to sell all the lettuce from the greenhouse. We did top up with water yesterday. And we still have quite a bit to do. We've got the chickens to put in to the chicken barn. And we've got a whole load of barley to take over to them because we have about 80, I think it's 88,000 we've got in storage just now. And obviously it's only 2 months away from needing to harvest the barley as well. So I think it'd be safe enough getting some chickens today. We're going to get 1,000 chicks, see how much feed they take. That should be enough to take us over. They're not going to use 80,000 litres because if they do, then there's no way we're going to keep them fed until the next harvest of barley comes through. But that is the job today. We're going to get chicks in today. We need to move the wool from the sheep pen down to the spinnery, move any pallets of fabric across the tailor shop to keep it going. We need to move all the planks we've got as well at the sawmill. They all need to go down to the, what is it, the factory, the toy factory, the tractor factory thing. I can't remember the name of it now. Let's just check. Playground Maker Hall, that's the one. So yeah, we need to put planks in there. The chickens as well, we've got, where is it here? Yeah, 88,000 litres of barley, so there's no way in 2 months 1,000 chicks are going to eat all of that. So we're safe enough to do that today. Move the wool from the sheep pen to the spinnery. That's turned off. Check the goat milk as well when we're up seeing about the chickens and getting them and feeding them barley. Then after that, we need to sell all the old chickens, or I say the old ones, the ones that we originally got. We need to sell all of them, sell the eggs as well, and sell the barn that the chickens are in. We're taking stones down to the cement factory just now, only because it is chucking down with rain this morning. It is stopping now, but it's not been a great morning and we can't really do anything in the fields. So I've taken this tractor, it was down over there beside our rice field, ready to plant this morning, but it's a bit too wet to do that, so we're going to leave it a couple hours, let it dry out, then we'll get back to doing that. And hopefully later on today, if it stays dry, we need to go down to field 84, so it should be ready at the second stage of growth for the grass, and we're going to cut that and wrap it up for silage so we have extra silage as well. Right, let's head away with these, get a couple. We're going to do maybe 3 loads of this to keep it going. We'll need to move at some point to take them to sell as well, because I'm pretty sure it's producing cement blocks. So we need to get that done as well. So it's a very busy day. So hopefully we can get all of that done today, and then we can jump into tomorrow for the next episode. But let's get cracking on for today, because the rain has died off a little, so hopefully we can get some stuff done today. Well, here we are at the chicken barn now. We're going to have a quick look. We do have grass bales there, that's fine. And we have one pallet of milk. I don't know if it's a full pallet, but we do have some milk. So we're going to put the barley in here, but first I think we need to... Oh, where's the trigger actually? Let's find out. Right. It must be in this door here. I could only imagine. That's usually where the eggs go. Is this a different kind of barn? I'm sure the eggs come out here. Maybe not. Well, it is all ready for the chickens. We'll leave that open. We can put 5,000 in, but we're going to put in 1,000 today. This, oh, it's not going to take too long. Usually only get about 60 in there at a time. Right, so that's going to be $6,000 in total with the transport for 1,000 of them. So we're just going to purchase, this may take a minute to do, another 250 and another 250. So $6,000 in total. We've got 1,000 in there. So each time they reproduce, it should bring another 1,000 in. Hopefully we can time it right so that once we reach the 5,000 capacity, we're getting rid of essentially this first lot we've just put in now. That is the plan. Oh, they are really small. Oh, that's fantastic. I don't know if it's going to be beneficial to have the mod that lets you see more animals, because if there is 1,000 in here, it's going to be very laggy indeed. Right, we'll let them have a mill about and do what they need to do, but we need to go and put this in. So I assume I have to open this hopper top. I do, which is apparently full already. Huh. Well, I know it's definitely not, because we haven't put any barley in here at all. At least not yet. But they're away to get 20,000 litres, and we'll also find out if this takes more than 20,000 litres as well. I don't know what the actual fill limit of this is. Well, half of it's going in and half of it's going on the floor. Well, it's looking good so far. It's taken a good chunk of it. Right, let's go and take a quick look in to see how much feed. Where are we going? Animals here. Chicken coop, there we go. Oh, so it should take 40,000 litres. Well, that's good to know. Well, we'll just leave 20,000 litres in here. At least it's a very even number. And this time tomorrow, we're going to know how much they roughly use, so we know how long we've got with the 80,000 litres we have just now. Because we're going to need to move the grain about a little bit. We'll need to jump out and close that hopper as well. So we're going to need to try and get rid of the, well, it'll be 68,000 litres we've got left before we harvest. So we have 333 litres in there. Well, that's not the best. Does it say how much meadow food? 4,500. So that's fine, it is full there. That's perfect. Right, we need to go back down to the yard, drop this trailer off, and then we can go and get the, oh, what do we need to do? Long grain rice, that needs to go in. We're using this tractor on the seeder, just sitting in the field. I was going to use the other McCormick, but that's all hooked up to the mowers because we need to go and do field 84. So let's go and get a move on with that. We're going to get long grain rice into fields 8 and 10, then get it flooded, and then we'll move on to doing the grass, where we're going to wrap that for silage. So let's do a little bit of time lapse. Well, that's us kind of finishing up the episode now. We do have everything planted in the ground that needs to be. So that is good news. We've just already ran into the back of that. Oh, that's fantastic. A brand new bit of equipment. We just sold the cement bricks as well. That was $125,943. We've got the new bale wrapper in this episode, and obviously this new TMR mixer as well. And we finally got 1,000 chicks into that new chicken barn that we built a while ago. So that has also been done. I was going to actually check, we can do that when we stop here. We're actually waiting to take this over to the cow barn. This trailer sitting here at the side of the field needs to go back to the yard, and we need to actually flood both of these fields. So we're just going to park in here, get these fields flooded because they are ready for it now. We'll just double check this actually. Where are we looking for? Chickens. There we go. So we put in 20,000 litres and they've already had almost 2,000 litres in one day. So we should have enough. We've still got 68,000 litres, that's no problem. And obviously we've only got 2 months until we harvest our barley, because I'm sure it was planted in September and not October. Although I may be wrong, I think we had to wait for something to be harvested and we planted late, but that may have been something else. So yeah, they are good, they're eating. We've got 1,000 of them in, so it won't be long until they're producing a decent amount of eggs, and they start reproducing as well. And we start to get very close to 5,000 of them very quickly. These guys we put in straw not long ago, we topped up the hay. Hopefully, we should have some silage bales. I don't know if it'll actually show up in here. It does. Oh, it's happened already. So that only takes a month then. Oh, that's fantastic. So we already have 210,000 litres of silage. I'm assuming that's not counting what we did in field 84 not long ago. They would still need a bit of time to process into silage. But we do have that. We've got plenty of hay. We've got 1.7 million litres of hay. And straw, we've got 253,000 litres of straw as well. But that extra silage we wrapped up should give us a decent chunk more than that, maybe close to 400,000 litres. So between that and the hay, which obviously uses more, the straw is just the filler. So we should get away with it. And obviously once the barley's done, we can leave the straw swaths, pick them up, bale them for extra straw. And where are we growing? So the grass here is growing. We've just done 84 not long ago, so I'm hoping we get another cut off of that as well. But that is almost ready for the first stage of harvest again, so that has not taken long at all. So that is good news. Right, let's go and get these fields flooded. It doesn't say there. I'm sure it tells you on this little machine up here. But yeah, we'll flood both rice fields, and I think we'll leave the episode there. Let's have a quick look. Oh, there's no options yet. You maybe have to wait a day until it's ready to flood. Oh, well, that saves us a little bit of a job. Right, we're going to head back to the yard. We need to take this over to the cow barn, which is just over there, which is quite inconvenient over the railway. But we'll take this there, leave that in the bale shed. And then we'll come back and get this trailer, take it back to the yard, and we'll leave the episode there. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again soon for the next one. Thank you very much for watching.